Dear subscribers, I read an article titled How to Reduce Visceral Fat and Increase Brown Fat with 2 Practical Steps, written by Dr. Yildiz on Medium. The title immediately grabbed my attention as I'm on a fat loss journey. The subtitle reflected what I needed, as I wanted to improve my fat metabolism with practical tips. According to scientific studies, Dr. Yildiz points out that visceral fat accumulation poses serious health risks. In contrast, brown fat provides significant benefits. I asked Dr. Yildiz why he wrote this piece. He said millions of people suffer from the obesity epidemic caused by metabolic syndrome and insulin resistance, leading to severe health conditions such as type 2 diabetes, non-alcoholic fatty liver, heart disease, strokes, and some cancers. Some people are more prone to these diseases due to genetic predisposition. For example, he provided me a reference from a review article from the American College of Cardiology, highlighting that South Asians in the US include a heterogeneous group of individuals who trace their ancestry to the Indian subcontinent, including India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Bhutan, and Nepal. Compared to other ethnic subgroups, South Asians have a disproportionately greater burden of cardiovascular disease, which often occurs early in life and is more aggressive. The article is very easy to follow, packed with information articulated well for readers at any level. For example, it informs that the most crucial factor in reducing visceral fat and having a better fat profile is to make the body insulin sensitive. As a significant risk factor for metabolic disease, insulin resistance is a critical factor to consider for reducing visceral fat. Therefore, the first viable option for making the body insulin sensitive is to balance blood glucose, as the pancreas creates insulin to lower blood glucose. The lower the blood glucose, the less insulin is secreted by the pancreas. To make the body insulin sensitive, he offers several options. The first option is to reduce refined carbs. The second option is to increase healthy fat as an energy source for the body. We know that 1 gram of fat has 2 times more calories than 1 gram of carbs. But the pancreas creates drastically less insulin when we eat healthy fats. Protein also increases insulin secretion, but not as much as refined carbs. As Dr. Yildiz highlights, we cannot sacrifice protein as it is critical for our survival, but we can sacrifice refined carbs as they are not essential for the body. Some fats such as omega-3 are necessary for the body, as the body cannot produce them without dietary intake. The third way to make the body insulin sensitive is using up energy by exercising. When we move the body, muscles might require more glucose. Thus, the insulin can transfer glucose from the bloodstream, delivering it to the muscles. When muscles respond to the insulin signals, the body becomes more insulin sensitive. Therefore, when we exercise regularly, we might prevent insulin resistance. The fourth option to inhibit insulin resistance is to reduce the elevated cortisol hormone. As the body creates cortisol to manage stress, the less stress we have, the less cortisol is released. And the fifth option to avoid insulin resistance and make the body insulin sensitive is by going into a fat adapted state by eating our meals in a specific window and consuming more healthy fat and fewer carbohydrates. After this background to reduce visceral fat, let me summarize the practical tips to increase brown fat. Brown fat is healthier than white fat and can burn more calories. The best way to increase brown fat is through thermogenesis. When we expose the body to cold air or cold water, it can create a chemical and hormonal effect. So we may expose the body to cold temperatures with advice from qualified healthcare professionals. Cold showers and ice baths can be great for those who can do them. The second tip is to find ways to maintain a healthy blood glucose level, such as consuming less refined carbs, increasing healthy fats, and eating more nutrient-dense food with adequate protein. The third tip is to make the body insulin sensitive, with a nutritious diet, regular exercise, quality sleep, and less stress by preventing elevated cortisol levels that can improve sleep quality. The fourth tip is to enter a fat adapted state, using time-restricted eating and consider ketogenic or fast mimicking diets. As fasting or ketogenic diets might not be for everyone, we need advice and support from qualified medical professionals. The fifth tip is to consider resistance and high intensity training, with advice and support from qualified healthcare professionals. And that's it. I'll include all relevant links and information in the description section of the video. I hope you find it helpful in your fat loss and fitness journey. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing to our channel. I hope to see you in another informative video. Stay safe and have a good one.